Hey, Eddie Bells here, coming at you live, and I'm excited it's late, but I just wanted to drop a quick little video to you real quick and just bring some value. Real quick, I just wanted to share something with you that I believe will really help you succeed, especially going into 2020. I was actually talking with a leader, a mentor of mine, and we kind of had a little conversation about this, and so I just thought, why not share it with you guys? By the way, who do we have live? If you're with me live, just comment live. Love to say hello to you. If you're watching this as a replay, just comment replay. But let's just jump right in. All right. So the number one thing that you need to succeed, so it's belief, right? A high level of belief. And so what I want to talk with you today is 4 phases to belief, to increasing your belief level. 4 phases, right? And you're probably in one of these phases. And by the way, if you're okay with it, just drop a comment if you're 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4 phases. Just let me know which one you're at, and feel free to reach out to me, and we can help you get to the next phase. And I'll even share some things on that later. But hey, Kevin Justice. Hey, Mr. Jones. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, so we're going to talk about the 4 phases of belief, because it's belief that's stopping us from getting where we really want to be, right? And I'll prove this. Here's the deal. If you have a high level of belief, then you do more. And if you do more, you get more, period, right? That's just the way it is. I mean, hey, Mr. Keenan. So that's it. If you believe more, you do more. And if you do more, you get more. However, sometimes there's limited beliefs and things that are in our mind that stop us from taking massive action, because no matter what your profession is, no matter what you're looking to accomplish, it's going to take massive action to really get ahead, if that makes sense. So phase number 1 is it's impossible, the impossible phase. And what this basically means is, like, you absolutely don't even think it's possible for yourself, right? Like you're looking at all the challenges versus you're looking at all the problems versus the solutions, if that makes sense. Hey, Mr. Jones. So you have matter of fact, that's where most people are, honestly, is a lot of people, they don't even take a leap, they don't even take a jump, they don't even take the first step because of impossibility blindness, right? They this possibility about blindness, right? Where they don't even believe, they don't even think they can, right? And that is a scary place to be in, because I see it happen all the time. I mean, it's funny, the people who sometimes people disguise this level by being over inquisitive. And it's not so much that, I mean, it's okay to be inquisitive. I'm very inquisitive. Like, I want to know details. I want to know everything, right? However, that's not going to stop me from taking the first step. Right, because I realize I don't have to know everything to take a step, right? Because sometimes you learn more by doing than just by studying, right? So again, it's sometimes that's where most people kind of get stuck, is they just think it's impossible. Like, how could I ever do this, X, Y, Z? How could I got this, I got that, I got all these situations and challenges and things that are going on in my life. So I just don't know how I'm gonna even be able to make that happen. So that's phase number 1. It's impossible. But for some people, take a leap and they go to phase 2, which is it's possible. Meaning, look, I believe it's possible. Like, I can do that. This thing can happen. You know why? Because I've seen other people do it. So it's possible, right? The only problem is maybe you don't think you think it's possible, but maybe you don't think it's possible for you. Like, there's still some doubt there. So you believe that it's possible, it can happen. Like, yes, I can be a millionaire. Yes, I could be debt free. Yes, I could own multiple businesses. Yes, I can achieve some things in my life, right? I believe it's possible because I see other people around me doing it. But maybe you just don't believe it's possible for you, right? And that's a scary place to be in as well, because it's like you want to move, but you just don't, right? And then you move on to level 3, where it's probable. So you go from I don't believe it could happen to I believe it could happen to it's probable. And in my opinion, this phase is kind of like where you are like, okay, I believe it's possible, and I believe it's possible for me. However, you still have a small slither of doubt, and 1% doubt and you're out. Does that make sense? So that's another scary place to be, because you won't take enough action. Like, you'll take some action. You'll actually take more action than most people, but you won't take enough action to actually succeed, to actually make it happen. Like, you think about the sower who sows a seed, and he sows and it goes on thorny ground, it goes on stony ground, it goes on, the birds get some of it, but then some of it actually gets to good ground. But this person who is probable, in the probable phase, they never really get to the good ground. You know why? Because they run out of seed before they even get to the good ground, because they just got worn out by the tears of life, because the birds got them, the stony ground got them, and the thorns got them, right? So they don't even make it to the good ground, because they stopped too early. They quit too early, because they were going, and they got all this adversity, all these challenges, things started to happen, and man, it's like, man, I don't know if I can go further. So you started to believe, you believed in yourself, you believed enough that it could happen, you believed enough that it was happening for other people, and you believed enough that it could happen for you, and you actually took some action, but you didn't take enough action to complete the goal. And then there's the last phase. And I promise you, there's only about 3% of people who ever make it to this goal, to this phase. And that is the definite phase. And this one is the phase you want to be in, right? Not impossible, not possible, not probable, but the definite phase. You know why? Because nobody can talk this person out of the fact that they're going to make it happen. Like, no matter how many challenges, no matter how many bumps and bruises, no matter how many noseblood that you get or whatever, no matter how hard the circumstances are, how hard the challenges are, you know that not only is it going to happen, it's happening for others, but it's going to happen for me. Maybe you don't know when, maybe you don't know how, but you know unequivocally, without a shadow of a doubt, nobody could talk you out of it, that it is going to happen. And this is a phase where people really start to succeed. You know why? Because they take enough action. Remember in the beginning we said that the reason why belief is so important is because you actually do what you need to do. But you do enough action to get the results. Does that make sense? So you get past the stony ground, you get past the thorns, you get past the birds, and you finally get to the good ground. And here's the deal. You can even last at the good ground, because even at the good ground, you know it says that some 30, some 60, and some 100-fold. So you're not going to get a return on everything just because it's good ground. You're going to get some of the returns going to be 30-fold, some of it's going to be 60-fold, and some of it's going to be 100-fold. But guess what? Because you have that definite blinders on, you're in this phase, you're going to stay around to experience the 100-fold. Because you're not going to get tripped up on the 30-fold. You're not going to get tripped up on the 60-fold. And the birds, hey, you're not even sweating the birds. You're not even sweating the thorns, or you're not even sweating the stones, because you're already like, look, it's going to happen, and it's going to happen for me. Does that make sense? So again, which phase are you in? If you're here live with me, just be honest. Share what phase you think you're in. And by the way, if you want to get some extra steps that I could kind of share with you on how to get to this definite phase, then reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. I love to help you with that. But the definite phase, nothing can hold this person down. Like, they take a licking and they keep on ticking, right? I mean, they're the people who I will until, right? It's going to get done. No matter how hard, no matter what it takes, it's going to get done. And my goal is to help you to become that person. So I hope you guys got some value from this. I know it's late, but again, belief, it's a serious thing. And then I'll end with this. So I was talking with one of my mentors, right? And he went from one position to, and then to the next event that he went to, I think it was like a year later, he came back. And he came back not only at a higher level, but he helped 30 other people hit that level with him. And I asked him, I said, look, what do you think it was that was a determining factor? You know what he says? Not only did I believe, but everybody around me believed. Nobody could talk us out of it. Like, we knew wholeheartedly that we were going to the top and nobody was going to stop us. period. No matter what, no matter what obstacle hit in the road. Matter of fact, one of my other mentors said, obstacles are what you see when you take your eyes off the prize. Look, they didn't even see obstacles because they just let it roll off of them and they just kept on moving and grooving. Does that make sense? So listen, let's raise our belief level. That way we can raise our activity level, and then we raise our results in our lives, and then we get to live the lifestyle that we really want to live. So God bless you guys. Have a phenomenal evening, and we'll see you all of the time. Take care.